What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm back home. As you can't even tell, as you can tell by that thing, um, we lost. We fucking lost. We lost. We lost. We lost. And I forgot to tell you guys. So yesterday, I won. I won 300 bucks playing 1-2. I bought in for 60 bucks. I cashed out for 360. And today I played a $120 tournament to try to make 2,000 because I try to do it big like that. I don't know why. Like, who does that? Anyways, so I try to go big, right? I try to go real big. I try to go too big. And so I lost. Ace 10 versus pocket 7s. Flop comes Ace 7 5. They checked to me. There's 3 callers. Got checked to me. I put 1500, I think. I got 1 caller, a queen hit, and I checked just to see what he had, And that guy like overbet, and I thought he was bluffing because like why would he try to get me off the hand? And so I went all in, and he snap called me, and he had pocket 7s. He had a set, and I had an ace. That's it. And that's how I lost real quick. I was like, I want to say it was like the 13th hand, 12th hand into everything. I had seen one blind, like a button go around once, and that was it. And then, so we lost. Today I'm just gonna give you a recap of all the poker sessions I've ever had. Like I said in the last video, I'm trying to clean out my computer. I'm running out of space. I always thought about posting these, but I never got the chance to, and now I guess it's better time than ever. So we start the session looking at ace queen offsuit with $8 in the pot. There's only 4 people that decided to call. It's $1, $2 small blind. So you can see it's only 4 players. So I went ahead and put $20 in there because I have a strong hand and I wanted to make a pot, at least isolate and have one person call me, $8 is nothing because I think if you put another $2 in there, the dealer takes out 4 or something like that. I forgot how it works around here, but yeah, it's mandatory that they take out a certain amount once it reaches $10. So you end up losing money if you don't, put money in there, I guess. So I ended up putting $20 out there. I did get 1 caller, making it a $48 pot, and the flop comes 966, I believe. And with the flop like that, I'm gonna go ahead and continue betting. Like if I had pocket aces, pocket kings, queens, jacks, any high pocket pair that's above a 9, I'm gonna go ahead and rep it out. And he does fold, and so I do pick up a good $78 pot size. So I find myself looking at ace king suited of hearts under the small blind. Nobody raised it. It comes all the way around. There's only $6 in the pot, and I have a decision to make. I can make it $20, $30, but I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna fold. I can make it $6, and then maybe somebody catches it. But I decided to go with the $15 raise just to see if I get one person to call. There was a short stack out there. He ended up going all in. I called him, and we see a flop. He shows queen jack. He outflops me real bad. Alright, so the king on the turn gave me more outs, but now I'm looking for a 10, an ace, or a king. And so if you guys are watching, if you guys hit the subscribe, hit the like right now, maybe that king comes on the river, but I'm definitely going to need a miracle. And there it is. Thank you guys for hitting the like. I know you guys helped me out on this one. And if you guys didn't hit the like to help me get that king, then I guess I'm on my own. So this next one's a cooler. I'm looking at king queen offsuit. I'm on the cutoff, and there's only one person. There was a limper in there for $2, but only one person calls after I raise it to $5. So you can see no one was really in this hand. The pot's about $12 effectively. So I get 1 caller, and the flop comes 629 with 2 hearts and 1 spade. The guy starts off with the check, and I go ahead and check behind. On the turn though, I hit a queen, and the first player to act leads out for $10. I was thinking about shoving at the time, because I have king queen, and I put him on ace king, or maybe ace jack, something that probably missed. And so instead of going all in, I was just thinking of just calling, smooth calling, and then applying pressure at the end. But little did I know that on the turn, when the two comes and it looks like an absolute safe board, when I go all in, he snap calls me and shows me pocket aces, and yup, just like that. I get cooler. It was a small pot. It was like a nothing pot, and I can't believe we made it into a pot that I ended up losing a lot. And so it was devastating, and definitely had to rebuy after this. So after that devastating pocket aces versus ace queen, I decided to settle down a little bit, play it slow, not play too many big hands. I would have checked this 7-3 suited too had it not been a $5 raise. After me, it was small blind, big blind, $5. There's one, two, three. I think there's four callers too before it got to me, so I called it for another $3. $3 gets me about 20 something dollars, so it was worth the investment. I have suited cards; they're kind of connected. I could hit a straight or a flush, so anything can happen. For another $3, it was, like I said, $20, so the equity was there. I flop a flush draw with the possible straight draw, and it's now looking pretty good. For the $5 investment. There's actually $25 out there. I have a flush draw, and now I have a really good chance of making money. When the board pairs up, I decided to throw a $20 bet out there, because just to see if I could scare maybe ace king or king queen, king jack, king 10 off. But when I get the callers to call, I think I got one caller actually. I got one person to call. No, yeah, it was two callers. So I got two callers after. That still they didn't care. So that was pretty bad. I didn't feel good when they both called me. The nine on the river helped nobody, I don't think, because I mean, if somebody had an eight, I think somebody would have pushed at that point. And so I went over in my head, my thoughts like, what can anybody have, And since I was the one that raised it on the eight, and they just called without raising, I'm hoping somebody gives me credit for that eight. And so what I decided to do is I decided to go all in on my busted flush draw, my busted straight draw, and I figured that somebody else might have even been on the diamonds too, or has ace king or king jack. And now with this much pressure, with so many people in the hand, I'm hoping they fold. And so you see there, I pick up the side pot. Both people fold, but the original all in to my right. To my surprise, he tells me that he had what did she have, a 4-3 or 4-5 for a gut shot straight draw. I had 7-3. I had two of his outs, so that was pretty interesting. That he said he had 4-5 of diamonds and he missed. And my seven was good, in that point against the original all in. I got the side pot because I got everybody else to fold. But the main pot, I also got it with my seven high. So like trip out that this actually worked out for me this time. All right, and actually, no joke. After winning this hand off a bluff, I go on a 3 in a row hand winning streak. Like besides this one, so technically I won 4 in a row, but after this bluff, I won 3 in a row. And like, check this out.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning. Oh, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name. Oh, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done.
So now at this point that he check raised me, I don't know what to think. I mean, I have ace 9, it's pretty strong, but it's not that strong, you know. It's not ace king, it's not ace queen, it's not pocket jacks. So when he made it $20 more, I decided to go with it, you know. I was like, you know what, if I hit an ace, I'm good. You know, if he does have pocket jacks or 10s or 9s and I hit an ace, you know, then I should be good. But usually I would throw this down, especially if it's just heads up. And in this situation it was heads up, but I decided to go ahead and see a flop. So I made the $26 call, or the $20 call, because I already had 6 in there. And so I flopped 2 pair. The flop comes ace deuce 9s, and so if I wasn't sure if I was good or not before, I definitely know I'm good now. And the turn brings a 5 of diamonds, giving a possible straight and a possible flush out there. So when he checks it again, I throw a big bet out there, because I mean, I don't want him to catch a straight or a flush. Luckily this raise is enough to get him out, and I pick up another pot. So on this next hand, by the time I realized that I wasn't recording, I was already down to the turn and the river. So I don't even remember how much was in the pot. I mean, this video is a little old. I believe it's a 2022 video. But like I said, I'm clearing out my content from my computer, and so I'm uploading all these old videos and deleting it on my computer so that I can make space for more information, more data that I might need, you know. Alright, so in this particular hand, I guess I started to get bored, or I don't know, I don't remember playing this hand. I usually don't play these hands, especially if they're offsuit. I'm looking at king 8. It might have been on tilt, you know. So I call, but it looks like there's only, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 players in it. I hit an 8, so for me, I guess that was good enough to bet another 4, just to see where I'm at. If anybody has a jack, they'll probably raise it. But apparently I think I get 1 caller. There's 1 caller, 2 callers, there we go. So there's 2 callers, and the turn brings a 5 of clubs. So now I'm looking at second pair with the king high, and I decided to go all in. Since I'm first to act, I'll go ahead and put 14 out there. Just to see, throw some pressure out there, see what's going on. I could hit an 8, I could hit another king. Luckily it's enough to take it down, and I scoop up another pot. Alright, and my very next hand, to my surprise, I end up getting king 8 suited, trip out. So after bluffing and being on tilt, because I'm pretty sure I was on tilt now that I remember this video, I decided to play this one also a little bit aggressive too. I was up, I think, 180, that's right, or 100, 160, 180, and I ended up losing it all with the set, I think. As you saw earlier, I had ace 10 versus 7 7s or 7 9s. I don't recall right now because a lot has passed since then, but yeah, I was up there and now I'm down, I think, $80, $40. I think I'm playing with the second 40. So, that hurts, like I gotta get it all back. And the only way to do that is to play more hands. But the problem with that is if you play more hands, it's more risky that you're gonna get called, especially if you're bluffing. And if you notice here, I have King 8 of clubs. There's only one club out there. It's an Ace Queen 9 board. And I go ahead and throw a $4 bet on it looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It looks like a $16 pot, so I put $4 out there. I get the turn comes 2 of diamonds, and I shove all in. So as you can see, there's still 3 people in the pot. Um, yeah, 3 people called that $4. There's still 3 people in the pot. No, 2 people in the pot. I'm sorry. So there's still 2 people in the hand. I managed to get one to fold, and then finally the last guy folds. So I scoop up, I want to say another $15, but as you can see, that was super risky right there. Alright, so on this next hand, I forgot to record. When I checked the phone, I noticed that it wasn't recording, so I only got it on the turn. But as you can see, I picked outs on the turn, and it looks like there's $18 plus another. There look like 9 out there. Oh shoot, I don't know how much that is now, but the pot looks pretty big, and you see, I got there on the river, and it's a good feeling to get there because I had to go runner, so no one can really expect, a flush right here in this position. And so I think third to act because it did take a while for somebody to say something. It goes check check. At first I was gonna put 15. Then I look at my chips and decide I don't know if I should or shouldn't. I try to play it off to make it seem like I only have an ace, maybe ace deuce, so maybe ace 10 can call me or something like that. But yeah, I ended up putting all my chips in there. But as you can see, I made it look like I wanted to put 15 in there first, and then it looked like I wanted to bring my bet back. But yeah, that's just to entice somebody to call because I want ace 10 to call, or somebody with the bigger ace, thinking that maybe I just playing an ace or something, or trying to bluff, because there's a straight out there. Even a 3 can call me. I did hit a flush, so I was pretty confident right here. I do end up winning. And it just goes to show, almost any hand can be a winning hand in poker. You just gotta know how to play it, wait for it and play it right, and you'll get rewarded at the end. Alright, and my next hand is a real tragedy, to be honest with you. I have a 9-7 of clubs. I decided to call $2 because everybody limped in, and the small blind raises it. Now, I don't remember how much he raises it, but for some reason, instead of folding, instead of going with my gut feeling and against all judgment, I don't know why, but I decided to call this hand. And it might not have been a lot at the beginning just to call it, but as you can see, I'm about to fold it. Like it's a raise. I'm not gonna try to call this raise. It doesn't matter how many people call it. I'm not gonna call it. And then it comes around to me, and I'm thinking, I'm folding. This is it. I don't care. I'm folding. But the problem is, when everybody limped in and everybody called it, I was like, what's going on? What's going on here? My cards are suited. There's so many people in here, I'm gonna have to see a flop. It's $9 more, $11 total, but basically everybody called it. I have to see it. I gotta see a flop, and so I decided to throw the money in there, and we go to a flop. The total was gonna be about $72 in the pot for 11 bucks. So I'm looking at 7-1 odds, and when the flop comes 10-8-4, with one club, I'm looking at a straight draw, open ended. This is auto magic, 24% chance. If a club hits on the turn, it gives me more outs. So look, maybe giving me a 50% chance, and there's $75 in the pot. So I'm thinking about it. I'm like, wow, this is a really good hand. There's no way I'm gonna fold now. The guy in front of me, he puts in a $30 bet, and at first I'm just gonna just shove it on him, like snap all in him. But then I think for a little bit and thinking like, why would he put 30 bucks in there? Maybe he has Queen Jack. Maybe he has Jack 9. It did stop me for a little bit from thinking, but I was like, you know what? Let's do this. I need my money back. Like you see, and I went all in, and that was my mistake. I should have really thought about it. And like he could have had a set. There's an infinite, amount that he could have had. But I go ahead and put. It looks like 100 and something. So it looks like I was up like 20 bucks. I did lose the first 40. It was my second buy-in, and I'm looking at Jack 9, exactly what I thought he had. And the other guy shows me pocket queens. And I'm just like, damn, that sucks right there. Because now it's not looking good. Now I need a jack. A jack or a 6 is all I need. And I'm looking at a jack already. So most likely a 6. I'm hoping for a 6. And here comes the turn in the river. Devastating. So as you can see, I don't hit my straight draw, and I lose a massive amount of chips on that one. To be honest with you, I was doing good. I think that was my original 40 or my second $40 buy-in. I was only down 40 bucks at that point. Now I'm down 80. And this is my last $40, and I decided to shove with ace 10 because I'm basically on tilt. I had so much money, I had so much going for me. I was in the positive, I was in the green. I had lost my original 40, but with my second 40 I had got it up to, I believe, 150, 160. So I was up 80 bucks and just not too long ago. And so yeah, this got me on tilt. I decided to shove with ace 10. I got 2 callers, which is not bad because that's probably the best situation I can ever have with holding an over, 2 overs basically. Looks like pocket 9s calls and queen 6, I believe. So I have 1 over. I just need to dodge a queen and a 9, and hit an ace or a 10, and so the board comes 9, 10, 4 for a set of 9s, and that does it for me. That's it for me. I gotta get out of here. That's it. It's over. Dropped to 120, and that's how it ends.